He's going to move himself out now.
Yeah,
moves over, and the red buff is up and available.
He's going to come down here now, knowing that Vi is on the Raptors, and look for an early gank here. This is great pathing from Cuz.
Yeah, Life Binding is also going to bait them out, as well as now the flash forward from Lehans. Envy, he knows that he's dead. He's trying to trade this one back, and they immediately jump onto Kyle as well. That is going to be a kill for both of the bottom laners of Kate.
Wants a quick back. Now, this is like what you do when you're Karma here and you want to go help out your mid laner who has no mana. Early game fights.
No, you're exactly right. As Call of the Forge God coming in, there is the flash to guarantee the knock-up onto Bertle. He knows that he's dead. Cuz is going to rocket his way through. It's going to be a solo kill unless he gives it to Cuz. You love to see it.
With this Caitlyn lane is
Oh,
Kyle.
that's another flash forward from Lehans. He keeps him on the leash as now Amy's going to chase after. There's the Arcane Shift for the kill. As Envy is trying to get this 1v1, but he misses with the Peacemaker. As Aiming is just going to make a bit of a fool of him. It's a double kill for Lehans in the end.
They still absolutely have control, but now they have to watch their flank here as there's a wraparound from Willer.
All right, there's the flash, and Envy just going to get destroyed. Aiming, Arcane Shifts on top of him, and BDD scoops him up really nicely. So you can add at least 3,000 gold to that as Willer finds the backline. Aiming, can they burst him? They do manage to take him down. Keen gets a knock-up, but it's only onto Bertle. And is going to get it back again onto Willer as well. KT, they lose their AD carry. Flanks he's been trying to find as, oh dear, Bertle's going to get flashed on once again. That's the pick. Lehans locks it down.
It is hilarious how they played this like a pick comp, but it doesn't have to be played this way. But KT are just constantly punishing, constantly finding targets.
Which is 1 out of 6,000, I believe, that he kind of has. As Willer dives on top of BDD. He breaks his stopwatch, though. That Call of the Forge God is going to connect, but the Mystic Shots do not. And BDD is going to fall down. Now Closer diving on forward. Can he find the opportunity? The interrupt is fantastic, though. And Closer has to flash to get himself out of the way. Aiming, standing his ground now, looking to chase them out of this position. Oh my God, what? Aiming's damage is absolutely absurd at this stage of the game.
There's a chance. There's a will. There's a way.
Oh, there's the knock-up onto Closer, though. He gets into the Shroud, but can they actually get anything done? As Willer is going to be taken down. No way this time around. As there's the knock-up onto Envy as well, but it's about dotting I's and crossing T's here, Wolf. Envy goes down first. Kyle is slinking off into the jungle, but he's not going to be able to. The True Shot Barrage comes on in. And Cuz is able to lock down the last one. Closer the last man standing, but this is going to be it for the Nexus of Live Sandbox here in game number 1. KT felt like they were in control throughout the majority of this game. It took a long time. Live Sandbox held on admirably, but in the end, the late game composition comes on through. There goes the Nexus, and KT take game 1.
In an even game state, this looks very different. So KT very happy that Aiming was willing to take that lead and pop off, and that Lehans was proactive.
Health on this Dragon. Extendo Beam comes in. Kyle down to 50% as the Glacial Prison lands, but it's onto Lehans. He's happy to tank it up. Kyle eats the Grey Health. They do manage to take down the Dragon, but First Blood goes over to KT, and now Aiming is skating over these walls. There's the... Oh my God, the wall is just massive, and BDD's going to be able to snipe the Jinx in the end. A double kill somehow. Pretty impressive play from KT as Envy taking a lot of damage from Aiming. Flame Chompers go down. He's tanking the turret way too much here as Wild Growth does come through. Ulti used, so he's able to clear up this wave very quickly. As now Cuz just looking for the opportunity. Kyle holds on to the Devour, but he can't devour himself, and he's just going to be murdered. That was beautifully played around the Tahm Kench. You can see he still has the ultimate, but he's in the death.
Choke point like that. So you catch quote-unquote Cuz, but here comes BDD.
Oh, yep, Weaver's Wall comes through. Envy is going to flash towards the Tahm Kench, but they're going to knock him up. Cyclone has always been so good into Tahm Kench, and the bot lane just evaporates and turns into a 2.
This game just really, it all goes back to that Drake fight, you know, as Bertle.
Oh dear, seismic shove, and that is, oh, look at that. That looked like a saltwater crocodile launching out of the river, you know? Yeah.
Feels like he's just decided we're being aggressive early no matter what.
He's just choosing violence every time. Speaking of which, Cuz dives on in. Kyle once again just going to get obliterated. BDD chasing after the Sejuani. And Live Sandbox are just, there's no time for them to even react here as the Jinx Tahm Kench just fall apart.
Falling apart like Live Sandbox have a lot this week, Atlas. This is not the look that we expected after what was such a great start to round 2.
Certainly not. Dominus going to come forward here, but Closer cannot push the Crocodile through the Nexus. And these Nexus turrets are going to go down. A 27-minute victory. Huni, are you not entertained enough after this KT victory? Clean 2-0, nothing to see here. Really holding down the fort. And
yeah, if you have Closer and Birdall performing better individually in those soul lanes, then I think the Jinx falling behind early doesn't matter as much. But when you're losing all three, basically, especially after that Drake fight, you can see Envy just